Coming in at number 22 on the 2023 Locked On Senators NHL Draft Rankings, it's forward for the Sudbury Wolves. It's Quentin Musty.
This kid is an absolute stud, Ross. The first thing I got to say is my mind was boggled when I found out Quentin Musty was not a WHL player. That is the most WHL name I've heard of in quite some time. But he's an American playing in the OHL in Sudbury. And I mean, where do I even start about this kid? I guess we'll start with the numbers. So he's 6'2", 190 pounds. In 53 games last year with the Wolves, he had 26 goals and 52 assists. Good for 78 points in 53 games. He was named an assistant captain of the Wolves this season, had 4 points in 4 playoff games, and the last stat I'll throw at you here, a 47-point improvement on his rookie season in the OHL, playing only 3 more games this season compared to last, and he got 47 more points. So talk about great development and great improvement season after season here.
Yeah, he's a northern New York kid from the Buffalo area, and he played on a team that had some top talent, but not a team that was dominant by any stretch of the imagination in the OHL this year. David Goyette, who we covered last year, a draft pick of the Seattle Kraken, led that team by 14 points, but who was second with 10 less games? It was Quentin Musty as a guy who really showed improvement, which is what I think teams are going to be most impressed with. The attention to detail, the back checking, the ability that we knew he had offensively. Like, there's no surprise as a first overall pick coming into this league that he was going to be able to put up points and make plays and score goals. But it's the other areas of his game that if he does end up becoming a third line player in the NHL, he's going to provide a lot of value as a guy who can score, but also do other things out there for your team.
Yeah, Quentin Musty is one of the most complete prospects we've covered so far, Ross. Like, he does it all. And I think the main thing I want to highlight about Musty is he is a dual threat option. Now, what I mean by that is he's a threat to pass or shoot at any given moment. He's able to draw defenders towards him, get into dangerous areas, and then pass to an open teammate for an easy tap in. But the reason he can do that so well is because defenders have to respect his lethal shot and finishing ability. If you're all shot, no pass, defenders can cheat and just be like, we just got to block the shot, drive him wide, and he's not going to be a threat. Or if you're a passer, well, give him all the space you want. This kid can't shoot. Cover all the backdoor tap-ins, the trailing guys coming in, players in the slot, and let him have his best shot here. But you can't do that one way or another with Musty, because if you give him the space for a shot, he'll gladly take it and he'll beat goalies. So whether it's with a nice wrister, a snapshot, or deking through a goalie. And if you take away the shot, what he'll do is he'll pass it over to a teammate. So I really think, honestly, the sky's the limit for Musty. And I think he's going to be drafted much sooner than we have him ranked, Ross.
Yeah, you think so?
Yeah, I really do. I just think there's so much to like about him. He plays a physical, hard game as well. And I think he has such a high ceiling. Like, the potential for this kid is very, very high, even in a deep draft.
Is it up the roof?
I almost said that.
That's absolutely sick.
Yeah, when you're talking about a guy who scouts have seen for so long that you almost nitpick into him a little much. Is that why you think some of the guys have him ranked lower?
I'm not sure. Like, if guys haven't ranked lower, I haven't seen reasons why. Maybe just they like other guys more, but I don't think there's any detrimental comments you can make about Quentin Musty's game here. Like, I don't know. I've got him at 4.5 stars, Ross, out of 5. I just think this is such a complete prospect that is only going to grow more. He's probably going to go back to the OHL for another season and be one of the top players in that league. I wouldn't be shocked by that, especially if he gets some help on the Wolves. So I really like this kid a lot, Ross. I like him.
And out of Elite Prospects Draft Guide, where they rank who the best power forward is, Quentin Musty is 3, and all the other 4 guys that are listed are top 10 picks.
Mm-hmm.
It's Adam Fantilli at 1, Ryan Leonard at 2, Dalibor Dvorsky at 4, and Leo Carlson at 5. Quentin Musty right in the middle there. But in our list, way below those other guys. So you're looking at a guy whose offense is ridiculous. Can he be a defensive-minded player at the next level? I think he's proving time and time again that he is able to do that. People are talking in the scouting sphere of how there's a ton of value there, because even if he doesn't kind of hit his ceiling, he's still going to land as a very good player. I really like him, and I'm very high on him too. I say 4.5 stars for me for Quentin Musty. Any final thoughts where you think a great situation would be, or do you want to call your shot of kind of a range that you see him in?
I think, look, I don't think he beats or surpasses some of those top 10 talents just because they're so good. Like the top 10 guys in this draft are elite. There's no denying that. I wouldn't be surprised, Ross, if he goes anywhere from in picks 12 to 18 here. I think that's where I'd have him. Like if you can get him at like a 15th overall, I think you're laughing. I think you're going to have a guy that, isn't going to be NHL ready for a little bit here, but you're going to see improvement year after year. And I think he's going to be a blue chip prospect in some team's prospect pipeline.
For more prospect profiles, head over to the Locked On Senators YouTube. We have 70 of them going up, so check them out today and leave a comment below. What are your thoughts on Quentin Musty?